pursue baseball. According to Rap Sheet, thanks to a precedent set by Jameis Winston, Murray's contract is not allowed to include language that would prevent him from giving up football and returning to baseball. But Ian adds Arizona could see repayment of his signing bonus in the event he leaves to play baseball. But like I said, the Cardinals don't believe that will happen. Okay, guys, what do you think about this? There's that lingering doubt, loose thread that he may go and say he'll play for the Memphis Chicks like Bo Jackson did, but doesn't feel like it, right? Just doesn't feel like it.
Thanks. Well, we'll discuss that right now. What do you think?
Yeah, you know what? It's like we're worried about repayment if they actually do. If he's even considering baseball, the Cardinals are in such a bad spot that they've got to worry about a lot more than getting their money back. The contract thing to me is secondary. This is in good faith. Hey, we're drafting you first overall. You're going to the coach that coveted you since high school. All these highlights are great. Let's hope we don't have to see them ever again.
But he has the leverage, though.
Yeah. You guys got to allow me to backtrack for 1 second here on something. You know, in baseball, like, they have the flip-down shades in the outfield, and Jerome Walton used to wear everything. Am I to understand that Kyler Murray's going to wear a dark visor on the field? I mean, that is so that is like, go back to, like, Jim McMahon, maybe. It's an unheard of look, but I love it. Is that going to be what we get from him? Because I'm here for the accessories.
That's what we're seeing.
Baseball, it's fine, but that visor is awesome.
One day in, that's what it looks like.
Oh, my God. Never mind the jersey. Can I get a helmet? I want a Kyler Murray helmet. That's so cool. My mind is blown
guys
by
in
that.
Arizona.
More on Kyler throughout the show.
One.
So I know that you were like, I'm going to the beach, peak fitness shape. Like, you were on it, really disciplined and amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
I think Christian McCaffrey, it's got a little bit something to say to all of us about the way he has gotten himself into shape. Taking a look at McCaffrey here, coming off a tremendous season, he might even improve upon that. This photo went viral a few weeks back, and he's not satisfied with getting bigger. He told ESPN, the faster you are, the more dynamic you are, not only with the ball in your hands, but running routes and being able to break tackles. That all has to do with speed. I want to get into some dual threat running backs, but first, on McCaffrey, Kyle.
Yeah.
I look at this and I love it, but as a running back, which you were your whole life, is it too much? Is it going to hurt? Is it a good thing that he looks this bulky?
I think it is, because we forget so easily that the rap in him always was he can't take the pounding.
Yeah.
Like a quarterback who runs, he's going to get hurt, And he gets drafted so high. And he's not only been nifty and jumping over guys like at Stanford, he does the big lifting. And I think just the idea of getting this big is just going to preserve him. And because he's still got the fast twitch, he throws for touchdowns at everything. I don't think he can be too big. I don't. I think he's protecting himself.
Is he the best dual threat running back in the NFL?
What a question.
I think it's him or the other running back in his division. And I got to say, Alvin Kamara, to me, is set to have either a huge leap without Mark Ingram there or a major step back. I'm not sure where it goes for him. They were the yin and the yang to each other, and Ingram really was the battering ram while Kamara was the lightning in a bottle. But now he's got to be both. I think there's a chance he has 100 catches this season because of that offense and how it operates and how vital he is. But when Alvin Kamara is going in the passing game, the Saints are going. When he's not, they kind of sputter a little bit. So McCaffrey's got the most catches by a running back ever in NFL history 2 years into his career.
Yeah.
Number 2 on that list, Alvin Kamara. So to me, it's either or. You can't go wrong. I love watching number 41 in that Saints black and gold.
Yeah, I at this table right now, middle of May, can say with confidence that in the NFC East, Saquon Barkley will have a better year than he had last year. And that sounds a little crazy. This is a guy who won Offensive Rookie of the Year. This is a guy who eclipsed the 2,000-yard mark his first year out the gate. He also had 91 receptions his rookie year. That's insane. How could he possibly do better? Because it's completely bananas. In my head, I cannot make sense of how he even did this on this team with this offensive line last year. So now you think they leave the good guys, they bring in Zeitler, they bring in Remmers. The offensive line should be better. Not that he needs it. He had 931 yards after contact last year, guys. Yeah. That is 200 yards more than the next guy in the lead. It is absurd what he can do without an offensive line. Then you give him that, and then through the air, Kyle, 91 receptions last year. You think about this year needing receiving options in that offense. He could eclipse 100 easy. He's going to have a better year because they made upgrades.
We've been saying this all offseason. He has a factor of, like, you ain't seen nothing yet. I think outside of Mahomes, I don't know if there's a player who has a brighter future than Saquon right now.
There's also this aspect with Saquon where last year he kind of came in as a rookie and was thrown a playbook and it was figured out as it go. And a lot of this stuff is improvised. Now imagine a full offseason in Mike Shula's playbook where he could work with the offensive coordinator and know what Eli's tendencies are. I could only imagine an even bigger leap. Okay, I'm with you. I don't see how he takes a step back despite the loss of Odell Beckham, which is being made out to be some major knock on the Giants offense. It just means more Saquon to me.
According to PFF, a bottom 10 offensive line now making upgrades with more balls to go around. All right, I'm in.
Should go nuts.
Who do you got?
Oh, I wonder if Saquon is also like, ooh, McCaffrey's arms. You remember these thighs? I went viral way before you did. And also, I mean, Kamara went viral too, catching the color and things. Like, why do you think he's doing that? Because the load is coming. I don't know if this guy is the best one right now, but I think he's the most intriguing. It's a guy who missed most of last season, but will be full go for training camp. Devontae Freeman from the Falcons is fascinating to me. I'll tell you why. Same kind of deal that Kamara has. Tevin Coleman finally gone. There's still, he's going to be the guy now who's going to really carry it for Atlanta. I think Atlanta's defense is underrated, and so do I think of Devontae. Devontae once had 73 catches in a season. We think of him as this battering ram who's just first and 10. He can do it all, which is why they gave him the contract. And here's what I love. The Atlanta Falcons, with 2 first-round picks, what do they do? In all their wisdom, Dimitroff and Quinn, they're like, let's get a guard and let's get a tackle. And that already adds to Jake Matthews and Alex Mack. I think the Atlanta Falcons are the snake in the grass in the entire NFL. A team that could win the division, a team that could go deep in the playoffs. And Freeman, oh, baby, he's going to get a lot of work. Watch, he's going to be a fantasy factor, a reality factor. Huge bounce-back season for Devontae Freeman. Could be like comeback player of the year caliber. I'm
Forgotten Freeman. I didn't even, he didn't even hit my radar. But there is a Gotham Green-sized elephant in the room.
Let's talk about it. We haven't mentioned him.
We haven't mentioned him. He wasn't the first one in my head. Le'Veon Bell, I keep saying this, though. You're talking snake in the grass. He could come out here and be at the top of the list of running backs, on the ground, through the air. Is there any doubt that he's the focal point of this offense?
He's everything.
Why are we not? What is this, like a recency weird thing?
Yeah.
We're all clowning on him.
Kate, I think we throw around the expression we forget about this guy. I think literally we forget that he's in the league and how good he is.
And he's here.
How much Gase is going to use him. Like, he's never had a Gase as a coach.
There was so much off-season talk about him in the last 12 to 18 months. All we talk about is his contract and his personality. And
tweets, rapping.
You forget the fact this guy was the best all-around running back in the league. The question is, almost 2 seasons removed, because the last time they played was against the Jaguars in a playoffs game. You go the full off-season there, a full regular season, another full off-season. Are we getting the same version, a fresher version, or are we getting a guy who's just 2 years older and hasn't had the contact or has some rust on him?
If we put out on Twitter who's the best dual threat running back, who do you think comes back as the winner at the end of 3 hours?
I think it might. I think it's gonna be Kamara or Saquon. I think the two of them.
Kamara or Saquon.
I think it probably should be Le'Veon.
Or McCaffrey.
Or McCaffrey.
It's hard
Let's
to
ask them.
pick.
Democracy.
Maybe we'll put up a poll here. You guys can open and tweet us at #GMFB dual threat running backs. We've got your fantasy needs, by the way, all taken care of.
Who goes first out of those
What
guys?
a value. Hey, so what's going on over here? Is this always here? No, it's not.
Matter?
Hey, we got the lottery. We got the lottery balls.
Because we think the most important lottery of the day actually is going on right here on Good Morning Football.
Oh, yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
Zion!
A lot of jokes.
I play the scratch-offs.
And we have a big interview this morning, guys.
Yes, we do.
Not often do we get a head coach gracing us with his presence.
Yeah!
Matt Patricia joining us from Detroit next on Good Morning Football. I cannot wait. The pencil, the lender.
Yeah, I would have brought my number 2.
I got questions.
Tonight on NFL Total Access, the players under the most pressure to perform. What will be the plan for Le'Veon